You know when you're at a checkout and you tap your loyalty card, you ever wonder what's actually happening behind the scenes? Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain. We'll break down the entire flow, from finding a customer in the system all the way to turning their points into real rewards. Because it all really comes down to this, doesn't it? The checkout, it's not just the end of a sale, it's your best chance to get the next one started. A smooth loyalty experience, that doesn't just reward a customer, it makes them feel seen, it makes them feel valued. And that, right there, is the secret ingredient to keeping them coming back again and again. So here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle the most essential step, finding your member. Then we'll see how points get earned automatically, how customers can use them to get free stuff, and even how they can use points like cash. We'll even take a quick peek under the hood to see how it's all set up before we wrap everything up so you can handle your next checkout with total confidence. All right, let's kick things off with the first and honestly the most crucial step, finding your member. You can think of this as the key that unlocks the entire loyalty system. Before any of the magic happens, you have to connect the person standing right in front of you to their profile in the system. And the good news is, it is incredibly straightforward. It's really just a few clicks. You just tap that member button, and that brings up your search. What's so great is that you can look them up by their name, their card number, or even just their mobile number, which makes it super fast and easy. Once you see their name, just select it, and you are good to go. And boom, just like that, the member is officially linked to this sale. The system now knows exactly who this customer is, and every single item you scan from this moment on is being tracked against their profile. It's ready to calculate points and apply rewards automatically. And once they're linked, you get this really powerful snapshot of their loyalty status. You see their name, of course, but more importantly, you see their current point balance. This right here is gold. It lets you say something like, hey, just so you know, you have enough points to get that for free today. You can even see their membership level and their past purchases, which gives you everything you need to personalize their experience. Okay, so we've linked our member. Now let's move on to the really fun part, rewarding with points. This is where the system just takes over and does all the heavy lifting for you. And this is the beauty of an integrated system. The moment you scan an item that's eligible, bam, the screen instantly shows you exactly how many points that customer just earned. There's no guesswork, no doing math in your head. You scan, the points appear. It's totally seamless and a really transparent way to show the customer the value they're getting in real time. So it's super important to understand the difference between rewarding and redeeming. Rewarding points is automatic. It's passive. It just happens in the background as you scan. But redeeming, that's an active choice. That's when the customer says, hey, I want to use my points now, and you'll need to take a specific action in the system. Which brings us perfectly to that moment of truth, redeeming with points. This is where your customer gets to cash in on all their loyalty and turn those digital points into something real. Something they can hold in their hands. You know, when a customer has enough points and they want to redeem an item, the process is just so satisfying. You simply select the redeem option for that product, and you just watch as the system magically zeroes out the price. The customer gets their item completely free, paid for by being a loyal customer. It's awesome. But what happens if they're a little short? No problem. The system has your back. It'll give you this clear, unmissable warning that says, insufficient points to redeem. This is a great little feature because it prevents any of those awkward moments or mistakes at the counter, making sure every redemption is valid. The system also has this fantastic, flexible option called hybrid redemption. This is a game changer. It lets a customer use the points they do have and then just pay the small remaining balance in cash. It keeps those rewards within reach and really encourages customers to use their points more often. All right, so we've redeemed specific items, but what if a customer just wants to use their points to lower their total bill? Well, that brings us to our next function, paying with points. Here, we're basically treating their points balance just like it's cash. Right there on the payment screen, alongside your usual buttons for cash or credit card, you can have one that just says points. This integrates the loyalty points seamlessly into the payment process, treating them like a valid form of currency. The customer can then choose to pay for their whole purchase or maybe just part of it, using their point balance. And once you select to pay by points, this super handy summary window pops up. This gives complete transparency to both you and the customer. It shows exactly how many points are being used, what their cash value is, and what the new point balance is going to be. No confusion, no questions asked. So you're probably wondering, how does all this magic actually work? Well, let's take a quick peek behind the curtain at the setup, just so you can understand the logic that's driving everything you're seeing on the screen. The key term you need to know is settlement method. I know, it sounds a bit technical, right? But all it really means is a way to pay. So to let customers pay with points, you simply create a new settlement method called membership point currency. That's what makes that points button appear on your payment screen. And how does the system know how many points to give out? That's all configured in a place called the Pricebook. This table breaks it down really nicely. You can set super simple rules. In this example here, the rule is to multiply the transaction amount by 2. So what's the result? Well, for every dollar a customer spends, they earn 2 points. It's really that simple and that customizable. And that brings us right to the finish line. Let's wrap things up with the key takeaways so you can step up to that register and handle any loyalty transaction with absolute confidence. It honestly just boils down to these 3 simple steps. Number 1, always find and link the member first. It's the key that unlocks everything else. Number 2, know the difference. Rewarding is automatic, redeeming is a choice. And third, remember that points aren't just for free items. They can be used like currency, just like cash, at the payment stage. So now you get the mechanics of it all, from linking a member to setting up the rules. But this isn't just about pressing buttons. This is about building relationships. So the real question to ask yourself is, now that you have these tools, what kind of loyalty campaigns could you create to really wow your customers and keep them excited to come back?